Good morning, everyone. How are you doing on this beautiful Ohio day? Kind of a late start here. It has been pouring all night and all day. Finally getting some weather here. It is humid and sticky as can be, but finally getting a break here where we can get some stuff done. Anyways, found a really good deal. At least I think it was a good deal on these 5 foot by 7 foot tarps. So I picked up an entire bag of them. If you're wondering how much I got them for, I got them for $2 a piece, I think it was. And I don't know. They say they're 5 by 7, 4 foot by 6 foot finish size. I've never seen that before. So cut size is 5 by 7 right there. If you guys pick it up. Anyway, it says all-purpose tarp, woven polyurethane or polyethylene, UV protection, easy to clean, rust-proof little garments. So those little things rust-proof. It shows wood right here, and that's what kind of gave me the idea while I was there. Is hey, I haven't been to the property a whole lot, and I need to get that wood cleaned up. We kind of got sidetracked, you know, with life and everything this beginning of the season and everything. Anyways, got those. We're gonna be heading to the property. I got to get loaded up here, and I actually got to get unloaded and then loaded. So yeah. Got the UTV and log splitter off of the trailer, and as I was doing it, there's a massive storm brewing off in the distance. So I got to check the weather app real quick. Gonna try to move quick here. It looks like we maybe got an hour. Like I said, I'm gonna try to move as quick as possible here. Want to at least get some of what I wanted to do accomplished and get the information for you guys as well. So it's yeah, go ahead and grab it. Gonna move quickly. So last time we were here, life was a little different and going really, really well. And then we lost a very close loved one, TQ's brother, my brother-in-law. And it was right after TQ and I were here and tested the wood and wrote on certain ones, you know, what the content and everything was. So these have pretty much been sitting in full sun. Our area here we cleared 4 acres is pretty pretty open. And in all honesty, we haven't had much rain until recently. So I'm assuming we should get decent numbers on this, even though it did pour last night and this morning. What I am noticing though is some of the numbers are hard to see now. Like this one says 22, 6, 13. But I also know a bunch of you told me to take them and split them so we can see what the inside is. So that's what we're gonna do real quick. But I did want to test just to kind of see what the outside does stay as of right now. All right, so let's test this one real quick. It was reading, I said 6, but it was a 16. I thought 6 was kind of low. So on the outside, right now it's saying 21. So is the rain that hit this stuff last night affecting it that much? So there's only one way to figure that out. Let's split a few of these. I will say the wood sounds a lot drier underneath. We got a 15. We got a 15, a 13, and I believe that was a 16. This area here that we did with the skid loader, I don't know, a month ago, it's looking good. I haven't had a chance to finish it and put seed in there just yet, but what can you do, right? Oop, guess we gotta have it on, huh? All right, trying to beat the rain here. Go ahead and cycle the pump. Not gonna lie, guys, it's kind of ruining what I wanted to do. This one's at 15. .8 it said. I'm gonna test all the sides. 21 even. 19.4. 19.6. All right, let's see what the inside says. Freshly open. Let's get it before the rain gets it. %, 29, 24, 19, 19 and a half, 21.3, 19, 19.8, 19.3. So that goes to tell me the day we recorded, it was really dry at that point. So the wood definitely changes with the moisture in the air. I would say it like that. You guys will know more about it than me. I'm not acting as if I'm any professional. I'm learning here myself. But what I do know is if we do go to sell this wood, I don't want to sell somebody something that they can't burn or it's still too wet. You know what I'm saying? So this one was at 16 or 26. I can't really tell what the first number was. Inside, 22.5. 20. 19.98. This one was either 13 or 23, I can't tell. See what it says right now? 24. Getting dark. .1, 20.8, 18. See the bark. 19.8. All right, so what that tells me is we need to get this stuff covered, because for one, I know it's really wet out here. On a dry day, probably read way drier, only because those numbers that we originally put on here, you know, a lot of these right now are even higher than what those were. So bear with me. So my game plan was to get the rest of that into those containers and get these 10, I believe we got 10 total containers. No, we got more than that. I don't remember how many we got now. We got a lot. Thanks, Kevin. Anyways, get these things covered up and get them really dry. I know some of you have concerns as well. You're like, you know, why are you even messing with wood? You know, you're a lawn care channel, this, that. Guys, I do all kinds of stuff on this channel. If I had the chance and I knew what this channel would have became, the road that we took it, I've never switched up on you guys. It's been the same thing since day one. We have added services like snow removal and stuff like that, but we're still a lawn care family-oriented channel. My kids, my wife, and I, and our lifestyle have always been a part of this channel. This is just expanding on what we've created from day one. If I could go back, I would have renamed the channel like maybe Spencer Lawn Care and More, or Spencer Lawn Care Plus, or something like that. You can't see the future, so it's Spencer Lawn Care. So I messaged TQ just to be sure on the price of these. She said they were $3 a piece, okay? So, $2-3. Whatever, if they last, you know, an entire season. I think I paid 30 bucks, I'm assuming. I think I got 10. If they last a season, you know, which I assume they'll last longer than that. They're not going to be like being taken off and on or anything crazy. You know, I guess the worst thing that can hurt them would be the wind, right? So if they work, I'm all right with that. Let's see if this is going to work. My $3. Now the bungee straps, I've had these. Whenever we built the trailer, we got an entire box off Tim. So, yeah. Is the gray side UV protected as well, or just the blue side? Kind of would rather have the gray side up, huh? Doesn't really look like it matters. It's just pretty much sewn on the edge. Let's see. So what I don't want to do is have, you know, this thing completely enclosed, okay? I think I'm going to turn it. It looks a little longer the other way. So if you know what I'm saying here, I don't want to like enclose the entire, you know, container here. We want air to be able to come through this thing and dry it out. I think this might work, guys. I think it might work. So what I'm doing is bringing it down to like that middle row and then looping it back up through. So I actually have two loops in the same one. My apologies, guys. I ran out of storage, so had to clear some space up real quick. But anyways, I think this is gonna work out just fine. I did move a few up under here just so the points weren't sticking as much, because I know a wear point would probably, you know, with the wind and stuff, probably flapping this over time might wear a hole through it, but that's what they invented duct tape for. Anyways, has a really good, you know, hold on all four corners. That's what I did. I just kind of looped it around. And as the wood shrinks a little bit, I'm sure it'll loosen up, and I'll just, you know, loop it on down through the next one. So let's do these other ones here. And I shouldn't run out of space because I cleared a ton. Doesn't say anything about you can't use the gray side. So, hey, I'm gonna run with it. I'm sure it's probably wrong and I can come back and fix it. Well, I got you guys here. We've made a ton of progress behind the scenes with the whole building, and mainly the loan process. I explained that to some of you, I don't know, a month and a half ago, whatever. Simply, when you buy land, if you plan on putting a building on it, you might as well go ahead and get your building loan as well at the same time. They don't like to put building loans on land they don't own, and makes sense now looking back, but at the time I didn't you know, put two and two together. I'd never bought land before. So I know a bunch of you are gonna wonder where I got the tarps at for $3. There's a local store, it was called Home Buys. It's like a resale store. And we went in there and they had literally just a whole box of them. A lot of them were like humongous ones though, like gigantic tarps, which I thought about doing as well, just doing a big one over a bunch of them. But then I was like, hey, you know, if these, say they last a couple years, you know, I can reuse them after they come off of here. I'm one bungee cord short. We'll check here. I do not see an extra, but no big deal. I can bring it back. All right, so this storm's definitely honing in. I think the first one missed me, but it is humid. I mean, humid. So to talk about the shop, we did our final rendering. Everything is complete. We listened to a bunch of you, like I explained in the last video as well, that we made some changes. Those changes we think are gonna help us out a ton. We haven't fully decided yet if we're gonna run another road out and then circle back to here, like go out and around. I really don't wanna go that way because if we do decide to build the house, that's where the house is gonna be. So I don't wanna go that way right now with what we have going on out here. We have a lot of acreage back here still, probably I'd say 10 to 12 solid that we don't want to really touch until we have the house size, the drawing for everything for that years down the road here. It'll be minimum 2 years, I'd say it like that, unless something crazy happens. But the building's finished, the drawings, we took some windows out, we put an extra door in, a few more garage doors. Overall concept of the building still is pretty much the same. Didn't get everything I wanted to do here done. I am going to have a party one day with my buddies. I'm gonna get them over here and say, hey, let's cut this wood up and yeah, go to town on this, order some pizza, something, I don't know. And I wanna get the rest of that split as well. Mainly, I just wanna get this cleaned up and have this tidied up. I'm kind of getting tired of looking at right here, this spot. And then up where the salt bunker is, that will probably end up becoming, unless something changes, I am going to check with our salt provider to make sure they're gonna continue doing bulk salt. But I don't wanna get rid of that just in case they do. And things change all the time. People change, companies change. And the last thing I wanna do is take that out or convert it into something that I can't put salt into and then them say, hey, we're no longer doing bulk salt. And I'm kind of stuck, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna play it safe and keep it usable for what I need. Might go ahead and throw a cement pad into it just so we have that done and over with, and it'll make it better than working in, you know, wet gravel or whatever that material is. But yeah, kind of a ruined video here, I'll be honest with you. I got what I wanted to do, get done. I got the wood all covered up. I've been wanting to do that. Still need to get some equipment over there covered up, but kind of been procrastinating with that as well. Just simply, to be honest with you guys, I thought the building would have been up by now. Things happen though, you know, and things you don't foresee happening. And yeah, I'm a few months behind myself. So it is what it is. I hope my $3 fix works. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. You know, you think I'll get a couple years out of it? If I get a couple years out of it, I'll say it was $30 well spent. The bungee cords were probably more than that, but I already had the bungee cords. So just putting them to use, and bungee cords last a long, long time. So I'm gonna get loaded back up here and I'm gonna start heading back home before the storm comes. Guys, I just got home in the nick of time. It came, I heard it off in the distance. I'm like, I gotta get my behind home. I literally jumped out of the truck, ran in the house. 30 seconds later, I haven't even got unloaded yet, but it's gonna wait until this stops. Holy mackerel. There's so much rain just pouring off the house. I'm gonna say TQ's flowers not gonna be doing good then. Definitely got water today. Oh man. Anyways guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. It didn't go as planned, it never does. As always, keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys. We'll talk to you later. TQ out. Peace. Bye-bye.